Now, if you're looking for a sports car, this might probably be the most affordable and accessible one. Today, we're taking a look at the Subaru boxer engine rear-wheel drive Zenith. Now, usually I'm not a big fan of giving things a sportier name for just a few aesthetic bits, but this STI kit may be something different. Let's check it out. Now, if you're thinking about buying a car like this Subaru BRZ STI kit and thinking about trading in your car, try selling with Quotes instead.
Quotes helps you sell your car quickly and easily. With the new Quotes doorstep, get a professional inspection by our certified mechanics at your convenience anywhere on the island. Quotes will then auction out your car online to its wide network of dealers to bid on your car. Once bidding is complete, Quotes will update you with their best offer price at no obligation. It's that easy.
To find out more about Quotes, visit quotes.com.sg. That's quotz.com.sg. Now let's find out more about this STI. Now what you find on this new STI kit is new wheels, new aero in the form of front lip, side skirt and rear spoiler, as well as new wheels. But along the front, it is obviously very similar to the GR86 that Zishan reviewed. If you haven't yet seen that one, you can click somewhere along here to check this out. But compared to the previous generation, this BRZ looks a little bit cleaner. Things are a little bit more rounded off. You get full LED treatment here in the headlights as well as daytime running lights. And this STI lit down here. How this is different from the 86, this is more of a smile, while the 86 is more of a grimace. Now let's check out the side. Now over on the side, you get 18-inch rims. These are not your STI kit, these are your regular BRZ if there was ever one. The STI kit will get cleaner rims and also include this STI fender trim here and new side skirt. At your door, you get keyless entry, as well as your coupe, you have frameless windows. Now onto the rear for the piece de resistance. Now over by the rear, this huge carbon fiber swan neck STI endorsed rear wings. This brings you back to the days of huge wings from STIs and WRXs, and it just brings you back to your childhood times. Every boy's childhood dream is to drive and own one of these. Looking through the rear view mirror, this gigantic thing blocking your rear view, you can't see a thing. You can have your lunch here, and carbon fiber, absolutely beautiful, absolutely muscular, looking fantastic. Now moving down here to the rest of the BRZ, this is the newer generation facelift, so cleaner C-shaped taillights. If I'm honest, I prefer the ones of the previous generation, giving it a little bit more character, almost like eyes in the night coming up at you. You have your rear Subaru logo, BRZ boxer engine, rear wheel drive, Zenith. Now with the giant spoiler, can it even open up the boot? Yes it can. With this button here, open up access to its family-friendly space. Even space enough for its luggage and anti-trolley, but it will not pass the anti-trolley length test. But I think it is pretty sizable, even though considering that there is a spare tire on the inside. Now this is a proper coupe with knockdownable seats, but you can actually pull down these tabs to knock down the rear seats if you need. Now on to the inside.
The Subaru BRZ EyeSight is priced at $227,800. The 2.4-litre naturally aspirated engine produces 231 brake horsepower and 250 Nm of torque. The 6-speed automatic transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 km per hour in 6.9 seconds. The car has a claimed fuel consumption of 11.3 km per litre. For more details on the Subaru BRZ EyeSight or any other car, head on to Sgcarmart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car.
Now over in the cockpit of the Subaru BRZ, things are Spartan, they're minimalistic. You get hard plastic, but that's really what this car is about. It's lightweight, it's space saving, it's for sport. It's not for super track hardiness as like a GT3 RS, but still it's comfortable enough for your daily driving, yet still sporty enough. You get Alcantara felt like material all around. In your STI edition, you get these red trimmings along the chair as well as these red stripes. Now for the rest of the interior, it's the same as the regular BRZ. You get your 8-inch infotainment system here, 7-inch fully digital instrument cluster. I like this instrument cluster layout. The way it uses some LCD, some LED, as well as information like your torque curve. It gives you very accessible information, and I like the layout that they use. It almost reminds me of a Subaru version of an LFA display. Now you move down here, you have your aircon temperature dials, which very, very functional. Then you have, this is of course the automatic, and you have a manual handbrake, very accessible buttons for your traction control as well as sport and snow and your track mode. Now down here is seat warmers and one cup holder here, large enough for a tumbler, and then a little cubby space right here with additional USB charging options if you need. Now this is your glove box. It is decently sized, and that's pretty much about it. Now this is a 2+2 coupe, so you could pull this seat down to get access to the rear seat, and it even comes with ISOFIX attachment, so I could even throw my baby in the rear to take this baby out for a spin. Now, does this family-friendly car drive as well as it looks? One way to find out. So driving the Subaru BRZ STI, what does it feel like? Well, this is exactly the same as the BRZ that's not STI. Because to be honest, the STI is just an aesthetic treatment. You get the big spoiler in the rear. What? Sorry about that, but just that 2.4 litre naturally aspirated engine is just such a joy to floor it with. It is a boxer engine. It's kind of somewhat of Subaru's specialty, but instead of being inside an all-wheel drive bruiser like the WRX STI, or even let's give it the Forester XT, this is a little bit different. It's compact, it's a coupe, it's so near to the floor, it's lively, it's engaging, and that is exactly what this BRZ is about. Forget the STI. Is there an STI tuned version? I'm sure it kind of exists in some sense of the word. You don't want a Z4, you don't want like a JCW. You just want this low to the floor, rear wheel drive, front engine, boxer, naturally aspirated goodness, and that's exactly what you get with the BRZ. Just this little spider to slide across the floor and throw it everywhere. And in terms of sports cars, it's one of the most affordable ones. Oh, let's listen to that. And if you've ever been to Japan, you will know that this is the sports car of choice for the everyman, because you just see so many 86s on the road, because over there it's affordable. If you take away the prices, the taxes, the added fees of Singapore, this would be one of the most affordable, economical sports cars that you could have. And it just unlocks that access to fun, thrill, adrenaline, heart racing. That is what you want, and that's what the BRZ delivers. Revving up to 7.5 thousand. Listen to that, Jesus Christ. In terms of safety systems, one thing that's different in this BRZ versus the GR86 is that this will be using Subaru's EyeSight 4.0, so it is a combination of camera systems to do up your lane marking, lane keeping assist, active cruise control, as well as front collision avoidance. So you get all of that goodness with a little Subaru flavor. Now in terms of handling, this thing is extremely precise. This is a laser guided missile, and with just like so much afterburner on tap, yet so precise. You feel every bit of the road with a screaming engine up front. This is just, it's all the goodness that you want. So is this Subaru BRZ STI a will buy, won't buy, or go try? Well, if you ask me before today, before I got my hands on this, I would have to say that it's probably a go try, because yeah, it's naturally aspirated. It's not the fastest, it's not the harshest, it's not the bruisiest, but after getting my hands on this, I think this has to be a will buy. And it really is one of those cars that on paper it just looks, oh, maybe I could go for something else, but you have to sit inside this car and experience. This car speaks for itself, it sings for itself. You listen to that chorus from the engine, you feel the handling, it's immense accuracy of steering. Everything is so precise, and the lightness. A BRZ is about lightness. It's rear wheel drive, front engine. It's only under 1.3 tons. You could just throw it around everywhere. Relatively fuel efficient and relatively affordable, and just so nimble. In terms of competition, of course, you are going to be looking at your GR86, which I find it really hard to compare because ultimately it is pretty much almost the same car. I feel like it is down to just a little bit of flavor differences, whether you want to go for the Subaru or for the Toyota. But in that sense, I kind of regard them as the same car. So I would say that this car is a wheel ride because of its liveliness, its sportiness. It gives you the access, it makes it so accessible because it is even COE withholding. It makes this car one of the most accessible sports cars. And to give people access to that amount of fun and engagement, this car is a wheel ride. So that's our review of this Subaru BRZ STI. What do you think? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Let us know down in the comments below, as well as any other car that you'd like to see us try out. Do leave in the comments and read every single one of these. Now, if you've made it this far, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any of our future uploads. And lastly, if you've made it this far, do follow us on TikTok. We are at Sgcarmart. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, just so nimble. The bird tried to suicide. This is probably the one to get. Today we're taking a look. This is the Boxer engine rear wheel drive